high school dropout, dropped out in 10th grade, got my GED about a month later, joined the Air Force, did 6 years, made it to the rank of Staff Sergeant, been to Iraq, Kuwait, Qatar. I've been in combat. Started playing basketball when I got in the Air Force, so I've only been playing for about 10 years. Picked up the game really quick and turned that into a basketball scholarship out of the military. Had some good years in college and got myself to this point here.
So is it safe to say travel's not going to be an issue?
No, I actually love traveling. That's going to be a plus for me. I love seeing new cities and new people, so that's what I'm looking forward to the most.
Was there a player that kind of made you think basketball is it? Like, I want to be like this player? Or...
Yeah, actually, like KG, man. When I really started playing, he's a guy. We got like similar builds and really athletic, and just watching him out there, he was like the craziest guy on the court, man, just screaming and yelling, and it was exciting to me. And of course, he's a great player too. So, I really like kind of took a liking to him, and just kind of went out there and tried to be like him.
Who you worked out for? Who do you met with?
Yeah, I've had 4 workouts. I've worked out with the Knicks, the Celtics, Cleveland, and Houston. I have about 8 more on the table coming up in these next 3 weeks. So I'll have a pretty good showing.
Is there something you feel like you need to show them that maybe there's a misconception about your game or something people don't know that is kind of an eye-opener for these teams when they actually get to see you or meet you?
Yeah, I think some people look at my age on paper, and figure I'm a typical 27-year-old. My body doesn't have a lot of the wear and tear, that most 27-year-olds that are at this level have. Wear and tear on my body, because I've only been playing 10 years. It's more around, about the same thing these guys have. So, my legs are fresh, and I think I'll be able to play at a lot later age than some of these guys will. Outside of basketball, I've experienced a lot. I'm a grown man. I know what the business world is like, so I'm going to come to work every day and make the best and the most out of, every opportunity I get.
Finally, who's the person that on the days where you feel like you can't put up another jump shot, you can't lift another weight, the person that you kind of lean on that says, yes, you can do this, keep going, keep working?
Probably say it's a combination between my girlfriend and Coach Stan Jones back at FSU. He was really the guy that pushed me every day and just tried to get the best out of me. And my girlfriend's an athlete. She's a pro soccer player, so she understands a lot of what goes into professional athletics and playing at an elite level. So I can talk to her pretty much anytime I need.
What are you hearing right now about your draft range?
My agent's been telling me like mid to early second round. I've been doing really good in my workouts, so I've been moving up. So it's been a lot more talk of a early second round is what I've been hearing. So I'm gonna keep working, and on draft day, whatever happens, happens.
How important is it for you to get drafted really high?
It's not that important, actually. Second round would probably be a better look for me, because I am 27. I can get a shorter contract and prove myself, and then get to my second contract quicker. So we're actually hoping that I go early second round between like 31 and 36. That way I'll still get a decent contract, but I won't be locked in for 4 to 5 years like some of these younger first round guys.
Year after year, Florida State is one of the best defensive teams in college basketball. Why is that?
Because Coach Hamilton and Coach Jones are defensive gurus. They just pound it into us. Even more so than offense. You can see it in our play. Our defense is always top notch. We're always top 10 in the country. The last 3 years has been top 5. So our defense is always top notch, but offense, we kind of struggle sometimes. So it's pretty clear as to what they put emphasis on. And that's what we do well out there.
Watching you on film at first, it was a little bit different because you guys play like a different style of defense than a lot of people do in terms of fronting the post and stuff like that. What can you tell me about that?
Our defense it's typically a man. We don't play a lot of zone, but our help principles kind of almost make it into a zone. When a guy gets beat, there's 2 or 3 more guys that are there to step up for him, and then 2 guys to step up for the guys that just help. So, it's always a constant rotation. We know, Like it was they were huge on us learning how to help each other, help the helper and then help that helper. So it was like, even when somebody beat us, they still pretty much had to go through 2-3 other guys.
How much film study goes into that?
A pretty good amount. We would look at 2 to 3 hours of film, for 3 or 4 days before each game when we had the time. On shorter games, when we only had like a day or two between, it'd be like 2 or 3 hours, for 2 days. But a good deal went into learning our opponents, and so I'm already familiar with that aspect of the game. What a lot of NBA teams expect you to do.
You guys are obviously really very organized on defense, but your instincts as a shot blocker, I mean, that doesn't look like something that can be taught. Where does that come from?
I think it just comes from knowing your body and knowing what you can do, and it starts to kind of become a game, and you start to learn how to bait people into thinking you're not paying attention and going ahead and trying to take that layup, and then you swat it to the stands. So it's a little bit of skill and a little bit of natural talent, but I think I was born with long arms, so that helps out a lot too.
And great athleticism too.
Yeah.
How much of a finished product are you at this point? People look at you, they say he's 27 years old. How much better can he get? But at the same time, you haven't been playing basketball for very long, so it's kind of interesting dynamic.
Yeah, I haven't been playing very long. So, offensively, I'm nowhere near my peak. Defensively, I can already guard defend at an NBA level and rebound at an NBA level. So, I think, I still think there's room for growth. I can still get stronger and, work on my techniques. But defensively and rebounding, I think I'm pretty close to, where I'm going to be at my peak. Offensively, I'm nowhere near. There's so much I still have to learn. I learned every day at Florida State, picked up new things that I could do on offense and just tried out new stuff. So, my first year in the NBA, I think you'll see a lot of growth just with my offensive side of the game.
Could you play that same kind of role defensively that Joel Anthony plays for Miami?
Yeah, definitely. I love playing defense and I love rebounding. That's what I do best, and that's what I hang my hat on. I take a lot of pride in it. So, if a team never wants me to take a shot at all, I'm cool with that. I'll go out and rebound and defend all day.